Ever wondered why prime numbers, those elusive integers divisible only by 1 in themselves, seem so unpredictable in their distribution? Today we delve into the world of prime numbers, exploring their generation and testing their primality. Starting with prime number generation, our objective is simple: produce prime numbers within a specified range or up to a given limit. This process involves starting with a list of candidate numbers, methodically marking off non-prime numbers, and retaining the unmarked numbers, which are our prime numbers. We can implement this using various algorithms like the sieve of Eratosthenes or the sieve of Atkin, each offering efficiency depending on the range or limit. Output. Now that we've explored prime number generation, let's move on to a proposed solution, an intriguing expression function related to prime numbers. The function is expressed as WP equals sign OPP, where OP equals sign WMCVP and VP equals sign MX10DN. In this expression, WP is a function that takes a prime number P as input and calculates a result based on the expression. EOP represents an odd number, which is defined as 1 plus a value VP. VP, on the other hand, is an even number represented in the form MXD, where M is an integer and N is a non-negative integer. Let's delve into the function. OP equals sign or 1 pop VP ensures that OP is an odd number because it's formed by adding an even number VP to an odd number. Then we have 1P equals sign OPP, which calculates a fraction where the numerator OP is an odd number and the denominator P is a prime number. Given that OP is odd and P is prime, WP would indeed result in a whole number. This is because dividing an odd number by a prime number typically yields a whole number. Since a prime number only has two positive divisors, 1 and itself, if the numerator is odd and it's not divisible by any other prime except itself, the division will result in a whole number. This intriguing interplay between prime and odd numbers forms the core of our exploration into the mystery of prime numbers. Stay tuned as we move on to understanding primality testing in our next segment. In this segment, let's explore how the prime number expression function we previously discussed can be used as a primality test. 1. OP as a primality test. Remember, OP is defined as 1 plus VP, where VP is MX10DN. If OP results in an odd number, this could suggest that the input P might be a prime number. Why? Because it's formed by subtracting 1 from an even number. However, OP being odd is not a definitive proof of primality. It's merely a preliminary test. 1. VP as a primality test. On the other hand, VP is expressed as MX10N, where M is an integer and N is a non-negative integer. An even result from VP could imply that P might be a composite number, as it's represented as a product of an even number M and a power of 10. Like OP, VP being even is not a conclusive indicator of compositeness, but it does raise questions about the primality of the number. 1. DBWP as a primality test. Lastly, if WP is a whole number, it strengthens the possibility of P being prime. As we discussed earlier, an odd numerator divided by a prime denominator often yields a whole number. However, much like the other tests, WP being a whole number is not an absolute confirmation of primality. These functions, taken together, form a basic primality test based on the properties of odd and prime numbers. In the next segment, we will delve deeper into more established methods of primality testing. Remember how we discussed the use of functions OP, VP, and WP as preliminary tests for primality? Well, let's bridge the gap between these initial checks and the more rigorous methods of primality testing. 1. The role of OP, VP, and WP. These functions help us weed out potential composite numbers at an early stage. While they don't provide a definitive proof of primality, they are useful in narrowing down our search for primes. 1. Transitioning to rigorous tests. After utilizing these functions, we move on to more established methods of primality testing. This transition is necessary because while our preliminary tests are efficient and quick, they are not foolproof. 1. The ultimate goal. Our ultimate goal is to have a reliable and efficient system for identifying prime numbers. This system would integrate both our preliminary tests and the more rigorous established methods. In the next segment, we will delve deeper into these established methods, introducing you to some of the most commonly used primality tests in mathematics and computer science. As we transition from preliminary tests to more rigorous methods, let's pause for a moment and explore a novel approach to primality testing. This concept involves the use of odd-even patterns in number theory. The odd-even dichotomy. In number theory, there exists an interesting dichotomy between odd and even numbers. This dichotomy becomes even more intriguing when we delve into prime numbers, which, barring the number 2, are all odd. A paradigm shift. Traditional primality tests, while effective, can be computationally intensive. What if we could leverage this odd-even dichotomy to create simpler and potentially faster primality tests? This is exactly what our novel concept proposes. The potential benefits. This new approach could revolutionize the way we perform primality tests, making it more accessible and efficient, especially for large numbers. But remember, this is still a concept and needs to undergo rigorous testing and validation, which we will touch upon in the next segment. So let's dive deeper into the world of primality testing and explore these fascinating methods. As we delve deeper into the realm of primality testing, we encounter an interesting intersection: the fusion of the odd-even dichotomy with primality tests. This new concept, currently under research, proposes innovative primality tests that exploit the interplay between odd and even patterns in number theory. The idea is simple yet intriguing. By leveraging the inherent characteristics of odd and even numbers, we aim to develop primality tests that are not only simplified but also efficient. These tests could potentially offer a faster alternative to traditional methods, reducing computational complexity and time, especially for larger numbers. However, it's important to note that this is still a concept, a theoretical proposition that needs to undergo rigorous testing and validation. As we explore this new frontier, we open doors to a whole new world of possibilities in the prime number generation and primality testing. Stay tuned as we delve into the core of primality testing in the next scene. Now, onto primality testing. Our goal here is to determine whether a number is prime or composite. Using mathematical properties or algorithms, we check divisibility, usually up to the square root of the number. There are several methods available, like trial division or the Miller-Rabin test, each with different complexities and accuracies. When we integrate these two processes, we get a systematic approach to generate potential primes and verify their primality, useful in mathematical computations, cryptography, and other applications. However, we encounter a puzzling question. Can we find a function p such that for any prime number p outputs another prime number q? In other words, is there a deterministic formula for producing prime numbers? Unfortunately, the unpredictable distribution of prime numbers makes this impossible. Even if a function p could output prime numbers for certain inputs, it's highly unlikely for it to produce prime outputs for all prime inputs. If such a formula existed, it would defy our current understanding of prime numbers and the principles of mathematics. In conclusion, while there may be functions or algorithms that generate primes for certain inputs, a universal formula that consistently produces prime numbers for all prime inputs is logically improbable. The claim that such a formula exists contradicts our understanding of prime number theory. In summary, the unpredictable nature of prime numbers is a fascinating characteristic that continues to intrigue mathematicians and enthusiasts alike. From their generation to their testing, prime numbers remain an enigma, with their distribution offering no clear pattern or formula. This unpredictability, while challenging, forms the very essence of their allure, making prime numbers an enduring mystery in the realm of mathematics.